Mr. Katurian, my name is Detective Tupulski. Who left that on you?
What?
Who left that on you?
The man?
Why didn't you take it off? It just looks stupid.
I didn't think I was supposed to.
It just looks stupid.
Yes.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, my name is Detective Tupulski and this is Detective Ariel.
Well, the main thing I want to say is that I have complete respect for you for what you do. And I'm glad to help you in any way I can. I have complete respect.
Well, that's good to
I'm
hear.
not like some of these, you know.
Some of these what? I don't know.
Some of these types of people have no respect for the police. And I have never been in trouble with the police in my life.
I've never been in trouble until now, you mean?
Huh?
Repeating myself, you have never been in trouble with the police until now, you mean?
I'm in trouble with the police now?
What else are you doing?
I'm helping you with your inquiries, I thought.
I was like, we're friends of yours, like we've taken you here on a social visit with some kind of friends of yours.
You're not friends of mine.
You've had your rights read, you've been took out of your home, you've had a fucking blindfold on. Do you think we do this to a good fucking friends?
You're not friends of mine, no, but by the same token I hope you're not enemies.
I'm getting you so hard in the fucking head.
Huh?
Am I mumbling? Tupulski, am I mumbling?
No, you're not mumbling, you're quite clear.
I didn't think I was mumbling.
You don't. I'll answer everything you want me to. You don't have to.
You answer everything we want you to. There was never a question. You will answer everything we want you to. There was a question. How much are you going to make us fuck you up in the meantime is what the question was.
I'm going to try not to make you fuck me up at all because the reason is I will answer everything.
Well, that's good to hear. Why do you suspect we brought you here?
Look, why don't we just start talking?
Ariel! Ariel! Who is the number one in this case? Me or you? Thank you. Ignore him. Why do you suspect we brought you here? You must suspect some reason.
Well,
I
can think of a reason. Or well, not a reason, but a thing. I assume there must be a linkage. Although I can't see how there can be a linkage.
A linkage? A linkage of what to what? Or of what to what?
What? Just like when you took me away, you also took my stories because you have them there. It's the only thing.
Where? Have them here? In front of me? Have you been looking at the papers? Have you been looking at the papers on my desk? So papers, for all you know, could be very, very secret, very classified information.
I haven't been looking at my eyes.
You haven't?
No, my eyes just caught titles.
It's caught titles. Just glancing?
Yes.
Just glancing? Like your peripheral vision?
Yes.
Oh, hang on though.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So your peripheral vision, right? You'd have to be turned like this way. See, like this way, like sideways. Like this way, like your peripheral vision at the side of your eyes, right? It's at the side of your eyes?
I meant the peripheral vision at the bottom of my eyes.
Oh, the peripheral vision at the bottom of your eyes.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a word for that.
There's not.
Okay.
Why would we have you here in regards to your stories? It's not a crime you write a story.
That's what I thought.
Given certain guidelines, of course. Security of the state, security of the whatever you call it. Wouldn't call them guidelines really, more restrictions. Security of the state, security of the whatever you call it, isn't a crime you write a story.
That's what I thought. That's the whole thing.
What's the whole thing?
I mean, I agree. You read these things, these stories supposedly. The police are all this, the government is all this political, what do you want to call them? The government should be doing this. Please, fuck off. You know what I say? I say if you've got a political axe to grind, if you've got a political, what do you want to call it? Go write a fucking essay. I will know where I stand. I say keep your left wing this, keep your right wing that, and tell me a fucking story, you know? A great man once said, the first duty of a storyteller is to tell a story, and I believe in that wholeheartedly. The first duty of a storyteller is to tell a story. Or was it the only duty of a storyteller is to tell a story? Yeah. It might have been the only duty of a storyteller is to tell a story. I can't remember. But anyways, that's what I do. No axe to grind, not anything to grind, no social anything whatsoever. So that's why I can't see that's why you brought me in here. Unless something political came in by accident, in which case, show me where it is, show me where the bastard is, I'll take it straight out, fucking burn it, you know? You know what I mean?
I have to fill out this form now in case anything bad happens to you in custody. Actually, I think we've got a mistake. Your first name is Katurian, yes?
Yeah.
So we've got your second name as Katurian as well.
But
so
my second name is Katurian.
Your second name is Katurian?
Yeah.
And your first name's Katurian?
Yeah.
Your name's Katurian.
My parents are funny people.
Right. Middle initial.
K.
Your name is Katurian.
Like I said, my parents are funny people.
Funny, guess what? Stupid fucking idiots.
I'm not disagreeing.
You live at Imminent 4443, and you share that with your
brother, Mikau.
Your brother Mikau. Oh,
Yeah.
Mikau. At least it's not fucking Katurian.
He's backwards, your brother. Yeah?
No, he's not backwards. He's just slow to get things sometimes.
Oh, he's slow to get things.
Next of kin.
Mikau, my next of kin.
Just formalities, Katurian. You understand. Place of work.
The Cabinet Abattoir.
This
Oh.
right.
It's not so bad.
You like your work there?
No, but it's not so bad.
Cutting up animals.
I don't cut stuff. I just clear stuff.
Oh, you don't cut stuff, you just clear stuff.
Yeah, I just clear it.
You just clear it.
Yeah.
I see.
That wasn't a form in case anything bad happened to you. I was just mucking around.
So, what was it?
It was a piece of paper I was about to tear into two. Here we are, the Little Apple Men. What are you trying to tell us in this story, Mr. Katurian? You seem to have a lot of these, but yeah.
What? There's a father.
Yeah.
He treats the little girl badly.
Okay.
He slaps her around and
Oh, he's a what?
What?
He's a what? The father.
He's a something, you said.
He represents something, does he?
He represents a bad father. He is a bad father. How do you mean he represents?
I mean, he is a bad father.
Yeah, he slaps the little girl around.
And this is why he's a bad father.
Yes.
What else does this man do? He is a bad father.
Well, all the story says, I think, is that the father treats the little girl badly. You can draw your own conclusions.
Oh, we can draw our conclusions now, can we?
What?
Are you saying we can draw our conclusions now, are you?
No, yes.
We know we can draw our fucking conclusions!
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Fucking
See, Ariel's getting a bit aggravated now because we can draw our own conclusions. That's sort of our job. And the first conclusion we're trying to draw exactly is how many of these stories we've got where a little girl gets fucked over in this way or a little boy gets fucked over in that way.
A few.
A few. That's a fucking few. The first fucking 20 we picked up, but a little boy fucked over in this way, or a little girl fucked over in this way.
But that isn't saying anything. I'm not trying to say
You're
anything.
not what?
What?
Not what?
What are you trying to say? That I'm trying to say that the children represent
No,
something.
I'm trying to say-
that the children represent the people or something.
No, I'm trying to say, I put words in my fucking mouth now. I'm trying to say, no, drawing fucking conclusions.
No.
We can't even speak down this process. Be hands fucking down.
Ariel! Please retake your seat. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm the good cop and he's the bad cop. So, back to the literature. Where are we? Here we are. The father, as we've established, is particularly horrible to the girl. He slaps her around and that. And one day, the daughter decides to create a number of little apple men for the father as a gift of when his only little daughter was young. They had little eyes, little toes, little fingers, whatever. Naturally, the pig of the father eats a bunch of these apple men whole, just to spite her, and they have razor blades in them, and he dies in agony.
And that's kind of like the end of the story.
That's okay.
That should kind of like be the end of the story. The father gets his comeuppance, but then it goes on.
But then it goes on. The little girl wakes up in the middle of the night. She has a number of apple men crawling up her chest. They hold her mouth open. They say to her, "You killed our little brother." You killed our little brothers. They crawl down her throat. She chokes to death in her own blood. The end.
It's a bit of a twist. Do you think it's a dream sequence? It isn't. I told you it was my best one.
You hang around the Jew quarter, Katurian.
Jew quarter? No. Now and then I go through there. I collect my brother, the Imminent district. It's not the Jewish quarter. You go through the Jewish quarter. Yeah, it's cool.
You collect your brother. He's older than you, and he still goes to school.
It's a special school. It's a learning difficulties. Is this a Jew thing? I don't know any Jews.
You don't know any Jews.
I don't have anything against any Jews, but I don't know any Jews.
You don't have anything against any Jews.
No. Should I have?
Should I have? Good answer, should I have? Kind of lily-livered and subservient, yet vaguely sarcastic and provocative, should I have?
I wasn't trying to be provocative.
Were you trying to be subservient?
No.
Then you were trying to be provocative and Ariel's going to hit you again.
Listen, I don't understand what I'm doing here. I don't have anything against anybody, any Jews or you or anybody. I just write stories. I stay in and I write stories. That is my life, that's it.
This reminds me, I'm going to go talk to the brother.
My brother's like...
Me and Ariel have this really funny thing, right? Where I'll say, like, it will say, this reminds me. But the thing is, he's actually talking about the thing that he's reminded of by the thing that I said. Hasn't actually reminded him of the thing in the first place. It's really funny, honestly.
My brother's at school.
No, your brother's 2 doors down.
But he'll be scared.
You seem a little scared yourself.
I am a little scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm scared. My brother is all alone in a strange place. And I'm scared your friend is going to beat the shit out of him. And then I'm scared he's going to come back and beat the shit out of me again. Although if he does, it's fine, because if there's something in these stories you don't like, then go ahead and take it out of me. But my brother has nothing to do with these stories. I've only ever read them out to him. So I think it's completely unfair you shouldn't brought him down here. And I think you should just fucking go and fucking let him out of there right now. Right fucking now!
I bet you're adrenaline now. Oh, I just shouted at policeman. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. Calm the fuck down, alright? Calm the fuck down! Do you think we're animals? Do you think we're animals?
No.
No. We deal sometimes with animals. But we're not fucking animals, alright? Your brother will be fine, I give you my word. The 3 Gibbet crossroads. What are you trying to tell us here then?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. It's supposed to be a puzzle without a solution.
Well, what's the solution?
There isn't one. It's supposed to be a puzzle without a solution.
Well, I think there is a solution, but then again, I am really clever.
I mean, you're right. You should think about what the solution is, but the truth is there isn't one. Because there is nothing worse than the 2 things it says.
There's nothing worse.
Is there?
A man wakes up in the iron gibbet he's been left to starve to death in. He knows he was guilty of the crime they put him in there for, but he cannot remember what the crime was. Across the crossroads from him are 2 other gibbets. There is a placard outside one that reads rapist. There is a placard outside the second that reads murderer. There is a dusty skeleton inside the rapist cage, and there is a dying old man inside the murderer's cage. Our man can't read the placard outside his own cage, so he asks the old man to read it for him to find out what he's done. The old man looks at the placard, looks at our man, then spits in his face in disgust. Some nuns come along. They say prayers over the dead rapist. They give food and water to the old murderer. They read our man's crime. The life drains from them and they walk away in tears. A highwayman comes along. He looks over the rapist without much interest. He sees the old murderer, smashes the lock of his cage and sets him free. He comes to our man's cage, reads his crime. The highwayman smiles slightly. Our man smiles back slightly. The highwayman raises his gun and shoots him through the heart. As our man is dying, he screams out, "Just tell me what I've done." The highwayman rides off without telling him what he's done. The last words that our man ever says are, "Will I go to hell?" And the last sound he ever hears is the highwayman quietly laughing.
That's a good story. That's something esque. What kind of esque is it? I can't remember. I'll already go into all that esque sort of stuff. But there's nothing wrong with that story, is there?
No, there's nothing in the story that would go to me the person who wrote it is some sick fucking scummy cunt, no. To me this story is a pointer. It's a pointer.
Point.
It's saying, on the surface I'm saying this one thing, but underneath there's this whole other meaning. It's a pointer.
Yeah.
It's a pointer, you see. A pointer? You understand, a pointer?
Yes,
It's your best story, you say?
No, it's one of my best.
One of your best. I forget you have so many. This reminds me.
Oh, is this what this reminds you when it actually hasn't reminded you of anything? What's in the book? That's my brother.
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah.
What's he doing to him?
I don't know, something fucking horrible.
You said you wouldn't touch him.
I haven't touched him.
You gave me your word, you said he'd be fine.
Katurian, I'm a high-ranking police officer in a totalitarian fucking dictatorship. Do you think you can take my word for anything?
What have you done to my brother? What have you done to him, I said?
Oh, Mr. Katurian's asking all the questions now. First it was, what's in the box? Now it's, what have you done to my brother?
Fuck what's in the box. What have you done to my brother?
You know, you've been such an upstart and shouting all over the place. I'd usually have smashed your face in by now. Well, but I've just been doing that to a subnormal brother, so right now my hand really hurts. So I'm going to leave with a very stern warning.
Hang on a minute, Ariel. You smashed his face in, didn't you? But couldn't that be classified as police brutality?
Really
Look at your,
hurts.
yeah, look at your poor hand. Oh, look at his poor hand. Oh, what did I tell you? Use a truncheon, use a what do you call? Your bare hands, Ariel. And on him. He won't even get the fucking benefit.
He's just a child.
I'm taking a breather now. But the next time I go in there, I'm going to shove something sharp up inside of him and then turn it.
That would definitely be classified as police brutality.
I want to see my brother.
What happened to the third child?
Not
What?
a child.
So you're close, yeah? You and your brother?
He's all I've got.
You and your stupid brother?
He's not stupid.
Writer and his stupid brother, title for a story, Katurian.
He's just a child.
No. No, you know who was a child? Andrea Djokovic was. You know who that was? You know who that was?
The girl they found on the
The girl they found on the heath. You know how she died?
No.
No? Why don't you know how she died?
The papers didn't
The
say.
papers didn't. Oh, the papers didn't say. You know who Aaron Goldberg was?
Only from the papers.
Only from the papers. You know how he died?
The papers didn't say.
The papers didn't say. The papers didn't say a lot of things. The papers didn't say anything about a third child who died in the same area as the same age, did they?
The papers will be saying something.
The papers will be saying something tonight. About mute girl, about executions, all that type of stuff.
But I don't understand what you're trying to say to me. Are you trying to say I shouldn't write stories with child killings in because in the real world they're child killings?
He wants us to think that all we've got against him is a disagreement with the fucking prose style. Like he doesn't know what his brother just said to me.
What did my brother just say to you?
Like we don't know what's in this box.
Whatever he said to you, you made him say it to you. He doesn't speak to strangers.
Oh, he spoke to me. He speaks to strangers, alright. He said you and he both speak to strangers.
I want to see him.
You want to see him.
Yes, I would like to see my brother.
You're demanding to see him.
I would like to see my brother.
You're demanding to see your brother.
I am fucking demanding. Yes, I want to see if he's alright.
You'll never be alright.
I've got rights to see my
You don't
brother.
fucking right.
Down.
No, well, you got no rights.
I've got rights. Everybody's got rights.
You ain't.
Why ain't I?
I'll give you your rights in a minute.
Yeah, like I bet you give my
Open
brother
the
his
box.
rights too.
Oh, I gave him his rights, alright.
Yeah, I bet you did.
No.
I bet you fucking
Open
did.
the box.
I bet I fucking did.
Yeah, I bet you fucking
Open the fucking box!
Open the fucking box! What is that? What are they?
See, what are they? What are they? You know what they are.
No.
We found them in your house.
No!
Your brother's already admitted his part, but he's hardly the brains behind the operation. You know the little girl on the heath died? 2 razor blades on her little fucking throat, wrapped in apple, funnily enough. Do you know the little Jew boy died?
His first toe. His second toe. His third toe. His fourth toe. And his fifth toe.
That poor little Jew boy's 5 fucking toes were found in your house. They've got nothing to do with you.
I just write
And
stories.
they make a nice final fucking twist, don't they?
Make him swallow them. Make him swallow them.
What?
Where is the big girl? Where is the big girl?
Ariel.
What?
What are you doing?
You just said make him swallow them.
Yeah, well, it's only fucking scaring him, mate. They're evidence. Have some sense.
Well, fuck off, have some sense and quit with that problem child.
Yeah, but you did have a problem childhood, didn't
Quit
you?
it, I said.
And look at that. Fucking hell, that's so obviously fake blood.
Oh,
isn't it?
fuck off.
Huh? What
I
you
said,
saying?
I said fuck off.
So fucking moody.
I don't understand the thing that's going on.
Well, here's where we stand as of 5:15 p.m. Monday the 4th. Under juris or not, and stupid or not, your brother has admitted enough about these killings to have him executed before the evening's out. But your brother's not the one we want, really. We want to kill you. We like executed writers here, you know, dimwits we can execute any day, and we do. You know, you execute a writer, it sends out a signal, you know. I don't really know what kind of signal, but that's not really my area. I don't know. Actually, no. No, I know what signal it sends out. It sends out the signal, don't go around killing little fucking kids! Where's the mute girl? Your brother didn't want to say.
Detective Tupulski?
Mr. Katurian.
I've listened to your bullshit for a very long time now, and I just want to tell you a couple of things. First, I don't believe my brother said a word to you, and I believe that you're trying to frame us for two reasons. One, because for some reason you don't like the kind of stories. And two, because for some reason you don't like disabled people cluttering up your streets. And I also believe that I'm not going to say a fucking word to you until you let me see my brother. So torture me as much as you'd like, Detective Tupulski, because I ain't saying another fucking word.
Well, I best go get the electrodes.
Once upon a time, a long, long way away. Once upon a time, a long, long way away, there was a little green pig. There was a little green pig who was Well, once upon a time, a long, long way away, or was it a long, long, long way away? How long away was it? Oh. Katurian, stop that with your screaming all over the place. You make me forget the little green pig story. Oh, how long away was it? Oh, shut up, Katurian. I wish they'd hurry up and stop torturing. I wish.
I'll be back to work on you in a minute. I'm gonna get my dinner first.
Hiya. What are you doing?
I'm holding on to your leg.
Why?
I'm in pain. I'm not allowed to hold onto my brother's leg when I'm in pain.
Yeah, it just seems a bit weird. Anyway, what were they doing? Torturing you?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Well, if it didn't hurt me, Cal, it wouldn't be called torture, would it?
No, I suppose not.
How are you doing anyways? Did yours hurt?
Did my what hurt?
When they tortured you?
Oh no, they didn't torture me.
What?
No, the man said he was going to torture me, and I thought, no, boy, that hurt. So I kind of just said whatever he wanted me to say.
So I heard you scream.
Yeah, he told me to scream. He said I did a really good job.
So he just told you what to do, and you went along with it.
Yeah.
Swear to me, on your life, that you didn't kill those 3 kids.
I swear to you my life that I didn't kill those 3 kids.
Okay. Did you sign anything?
Huh? You know I can't sign nothing.
Okay, good. Maybe we can still get out of this.
Get out of what?
Get out of being executed for killing 3 children, Mikhail.
Oh, get out of being executed for killing 3 children. That'd be good. How?
Well, all they've got against us is what you've said and what they said they found in the house.
What did they find in the house?
They had this box full of toes. No, hang on. They said they were toes. They didn't really look that much like toes. They could have been anything. Shit, man! And they said they tortured you too. His hands were like covered in blood. Are you saying he didn't touch you at all?
No, he gave me a ham sandwich, but I had to take the lettuce out.
Shit. Why are we believing everything they're telling us?
Why?
This is just like storytelling.
I know.
Right. A man comes into a room and says to another man, your mother's dead, yeah?
I know my mother's dead.
No, I know. But like in a story. A man comes into a room, says to another man, your mother's dead. What do we know? Do we know that the second man's mother's dead?
Yes.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No. All we know is that a man has come into a room and then said to another man, your mother's dead. That's all we know. First rule of storytelling is don't believe everything you read in the papers.
I don't read the papers.
Good. You'll be one step ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. You know what, my house is really itchy. Ugh. Do you have any of that powder left?
No, You used it all like it was going out of style.
Oh. And we ain't going home for a while, are we?
No.
Oh. I'm gonna have to sit here within its yast then, aren't I?
But you could keep telling me about it, because it's really keeping my spirits up.
What? No. How? That's stupid. How can an itchy arse keep your spirits up?
Depends on the arse.
What? No, stupid. No. It's itchy, man. Tell us a story. It'll take my mind off it.
A story? Which one should I do?
Do the Little Bean Pig. I was just trying to remember that one.
Ah, no, that's just silly.
That's not just silly. I was just trying to remember.
Oh, come on. Which one should I'll do a different one. Which one should I do?
Do the Pillow Man.
Why the Pillow Man? Oh, Jesus, gosh. That's from like a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from like a while ago.
Alright, let me remember how it goes.
Goes once upon a time.
Oh no, I know. I'm just trying to remember how it actually goes.
Once upon a time.
Alright! Jesus Christ! Right. Once upon a time, there was a man who did not look like a normal man. He was about 9 feet tall, and he was made up of all these pink fluffy pillows. His arms were pillows, and his legs were pillows, and his fingers were pillows, and his body was a pillow. Even his head was a pillow. A big round pillow.
A circular pillow.
It's the same thing.
No, but I prefer circular.
Right. His head was a circular pillow, and on his head he had 2 button eyes and a big smiling mouth, which was always smiling, so you could always see his teeth, which were also pillows, tiny little white pillows.
Do your mouth smell like the Pillow Man's mouth did?
You see, the Pillow Man had to look like this. He had to look soft and safe because of his job. Because his job was very sad and very difficult. Whenever a man or a lady was very, very sad because they had a dreadful and hard life and they just wanted to end it all. They just wanted to take their own lives and take all the pain away. Well, just as they were about to do it, by razor, or by bullet, or by gas,
Nor by jumping off something big.
Yes. Whatever preferred method of suicide is. Preferred's probably the wrong word. But anyways, just as they were about to do it, the Pillow Man would go up to them and sit with them. Gently hold them, and he'd say, "Hold on a minute." And time would slow strangely. And as time slowed, the Pillow Man would go back in time to when that man or lady was just a little boy or a little girl, to when the life of horror they were to lead hadn't quite yet begun. Well, the Pillow Man's job was very sad, because the Pillow Man's job was to get that child to kill themselves. And so avoid the years of pain and suffering that would just end up in the same place for them anyways, just facing a lake, facing a shotgun, facing a whatever. But I've never heard of a small child killing themselves, you might say. Well, the Pillow Man would suggest they always do it in a way that will look like a tragic accident. He'd show them the bottle of pills that looked just like sweeties. He'd show them the parked cars that was really like dangerous to dial between. He'd show them the plastic bags with no breathing holes and exactly how to tighten it. Because mummies and daddies find it easier to come to terms with a child lost in a tragic accident than they do with a child who's seen how shitty life is and taken actions to avoid it. Now, not all children would go along with the Pillow Man.
Can you skip this bit?
That's a bit rude, actually, Cal.
Yeah, sorry, it's a bit boring. Can you skip, to the end bit?
Right. The end of Pillow Man. When the Pillow Man was successful in his work, a little child would die horrifically. And when he was unsuccessful, that little child would have a horrific life, grow into an adult who'd also have a horrific life, and then die horrifically. So, as big as he was and as fluffy as he was, he would just go around crying all day long. His house would just be puddles everywhere. So he decided to just do one more final job, and that'd be it. So, he went to this place that he remembered from a time ago, beside this pretty stream. And there was this old weeping willow tree, and he also brought a can of petrol with him. So he went under the willow tree and he sat there and waited for a while, and there were all these toys scattered around. And
tell us what the toys was.
There was a toy car, a toy dog, and a kaleidoscope.
Oh, did the dog yap?
Did it what?
Did it yap?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was a caravan nearby, and he heard the door open, and he heard a little boy's voice say, "I'm just going out to play, Mum." And the mum said, "All right, don't be late for a tea, son." "I won't be, Mum." And the footsteps got closer, and the branches of the willow tree parted, and it wasn't a little boy at all. It was a little pillow boy. The pillow boy said hello to the pillow man, and the pillow man said hello to the pillow boy, and they both just sat there and played with the toys for a while.
But mostly with the toy dog that yapped, yeah.
And the pillow man told him all about his horrific job and all the dead kids and all that type of stuff. And the pillow man understood instantly, because he was such a happy little fella that all he ever wanted to do was to be able to make people happy. So he poured a can of petrol all over himself, and through his gloopy tears, the pillow man said, "Thank you," to the pillow boy, and the pillow boy said, "That's all right. Will you tell my mummy I won't be having my tea tonight?" "I will do," said the pillow man, lying. And the pillow boy struck a match, and the pillow man sat there, quietly watching him burn. And as the pillow man slowly started to fade away, the last thing he saw was the pillow boy's happy, smiling mouth, which was slowly melting away, stinking into nothingness. That was the last thing he saw. But the last thing he heard was something he hadn't even quite contemplated. The last thing he heard was the screams of the 100,000 children he'd helped commit suicide, coming back to life to lead the cold, wretched lives that were destined to them, because he hadn't been there to prevent them. Right on up to the screams of their self-inflicted deaths, which this time would of course be conducted entirely alone.
You know, I still don't get the end bit. So, does the pillow man just fade away?
Yeah, he just fades away like he never existed.
Like into the air?
Into wherever?
Like into heaven?
No, into wherever.
I like that pillow man, he's my favourite.
It's a bit of a downbeat, I'll admit. Suits you all right now?
Oh, it was fine until you reminded me. I still can't figure it out though.
Figure what out? Figure out the pillow man?
No, you know the box with the little boy's toes in it? I thought I'd hidden that really well. I mean, you know, first off, I put it under my socks and my pants and my drawer, which, you know, well, it wasn't very well hidden. But after that, I put it under the dirt in the Christmas tree pot in the attic, because I knew we wouldn't be getting that out for like ages, till like Christmas, and that'll give them plenty of time to go mouldy. They were already a bit mouldy. Well, they're mouldy when you saw them. Yeah, you know what? They must have used those sniffer dogs. You know those sniffer dogs? They must have used them. Because no way! Christmas tree, but you only see it once a year.
You just told me. You just told me you didn't touch those kids. You lied to me.
No, I didn't. I said, the man came in and said he tortured me unless I said I killed those kids. So, I said I killed those kids. That doesn't mean I didn't kill those kids.
You swore to me on your life that you didn't kill those 3 kids!
Oh, see, with I swear to my life I didn't kill those kids, yeah. I was kind of playing a little trick on you. Sorry, Katurian. I know it was wrong really, but it was very interesting. The little boy was exactly like you said he'd be. I chopped off his toes and he didn't scream at all. He just sat there, looking quite confused. I suppose you would be at that age. His name was Aaron. You know, had a funny little hat on. Kept going on about his mum. God. You know, he bled a lot. You wouldn't have thought there'd be that much blood in such a little boy. But then he stopped. I went blue. Poor thing. You know what? I feel quite bad now. He seemed quite nice. Can I go back home to my mummy now, please? But the girl's pain in my arse! She wouldn't eat them. She wouldn't eat them. And you know what? I spent ages making razor blades. You know, and it's really hard to put them inside, isn't it? You don't say how to do it in your book, do you? I checked. So anyway, had to force them down there. Only took 2, but not being mean, at least that shut up. It's really hard to get out your clothes, isn't it, blood? You try washing your shirt tomorrow. It'll take ages. You'll see. Katurian, I'll wash it for you if you want. I'm getting quite good at it.
What did you do it for?
Huh? You're mumbling.
What did you do it for?
Don't cry.
What did you do it for?
You know, because you told me to.
Because I what?
Because you told me to.
I remember telling you to do your homework on time. I remember telling you to brush your teeth every single night.
I do brush my teeth.
I remember telling you to take a bunch of little kids and go butcher them.
No, butcher them. But that'd be more like. Mine. Mine was more like. And butcher them. That's a bit strong. And I wouldn't have done anything if you hadn't told me to. So, you know what? Don't act all innocent. Every story you heard, something awful happened in them. And I was just saying how far-fetched they were. Because you know what? I always thought they're a bit far-fetched. You know what? They ain't all that far-fetched. Yeah.
How comes you never acted any of the nice ones?
Because you never wrote
I
the
wrote
nice
plenty
ones.
of nice ones.
Oh, yeah, like too.
No. I'll tell you why you never acted any of the nice ones, shall I?
Go on.
Because you're a sadistic fucking pervert who enjoys killing little kids. And even if every story I wrote was the sweetest thing imaginable, the outcomes will be the fucking same.
Well, we'll never know now, will we? I didn't, enjoy killing those kids. I was just doing your stories. I didn't set out to kill those kids. I was just trying to chop the toes of one of them, put razor blades down the throat of another one of them.
Are you telling me you don't know that if you chop the toes off a little boy and put razor blades down the throat of a little girl, you don't know that they're gonna die?
Well, I know now. Well, you know what? The Torchman certainly seemed to be on my side. He seemed to agree it was all your fault. Or mostly your fault.
What did you tell him?
Just the truth.
Which particular truth, Mikhail?
Just that you know all the things that I did from stories you wrote and read out to me.
You said that to the policeman.
Yeah, just the truth.
That isn't the truth, Mikhail.
Well, did you write some stories of children getting murdered in them?
Yes, but...
Did you read them out to me?
Yes.
Or did I go out and murder a bunch of children? Yes, is the answer to that one. So I don't see how this isn't the truth comes into it. Let alone the sadistic fucking pervert. Look, you're my brother, and I love you, but you've just spent like 20 minutes telling me a story whose main person, right, main point in their life is to get children to, at a minimum, set themselves on fire, and he's the hero, and I'm not criticising him, he's a very good character, he's a very good character. It reminds me a lot of me.
How does he remind you, Hugh?
Getting children to die and all of that.
The Pillar Man never killed anybody, Mikhail. And all the children that died were going to lead horrible lives anyways.
You're right. You know what? All children are going to lead horrible lives.
Not all children are going to lead horrible lives.
Did you lead a horrible life since you was a child? Yes. Did I lead a horrible life since I was a child? Yes, that's 2 out of 2 for a start.
The Pillar Man was a thoughtful, decent man who hated what he was doing. You are the opposite in every respect.
Well, I'm no good at opposites. But I think I know what you're saying. Thank you, Katurian. The Pillar Man's a very good story. It's a very, very good story. You know what? I can see you being a famous writer someday.
When?
Huh?
When am I going to be a famous writer?
Someday, I said.
They're going to execute us in an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you aren't going to be a famous writer then.
They're going to destroy everything now. They're going to destroy us. They're going to destroy my stories. They're going to destroy everything now.
Well, you know what? I think it's us we should be worrying about, not your stories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're just paper.
They're just what?
They're just paper.
if they came out to me right now and said, we're going to burn the 2 out of the 3 of you, your brother, or your stories, I'd have to burn you first, I'd have to burn me second, and I'd have to be the stories they saved.
You just banged my head on the floor.
I noticed that.
You just banged my head on the floor.
I said I noticed that.
You just like Mum and Dad.
Say that again.
You just like Mum and Dad hitting me and shouting at me.
I'm just like Mum and Dad. Let me work this out.
Oh, don't start that.
Mum and Dad kept their firstborn son locked up in a room for 7 consecutive years, which they tortured him in. You made a little boy bleed to death, made a little girl choke to death, did God knows what to a third little girl, and you're not like Mum and Dad. And I banged a fucking dimwit's head on the floor once, and I'm like Mum and Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I see your logic. I see where you're coming from.
You should.
I'll tell you this. If Mum and Dad are looking down right now, they'll be glad to see you turned out to be exactly the type of boy they'd be proud of.
Oh, don't say that.
Truly proud of. You're like a carbon copy of them. Almost. Maybe grow a little goatee beard here.
Oh, don't say that.
Glasses like him. Or wear a lot of diamonds like her.
Oh, don't say that or I'll kill you.
You're not gonna kill me, Cal. I ain't 7.
Didn't want to kill those kids. I was just doing your stories.
What did you do to the third girl?
I'm not telling you. You've hurt my feelings and my head.
You'll tell soon enough when they get hold of you.
I can take it.
Not like this, you can't.
You don't know what I can do.
No, I suppose I don't.
You know what? When I was in here listening to you wrench your snotty little head off, I thought this must have been what it was like for you all those years. Tell you what, it's a lot easier on this side.
I know it is.
You know, you only had it for an hour and you came in whinging your head off. Try it for a lifetime.
That doesn't excuse anything.
It excuses the 2 you murdered. Why can't it excuse the 2 I murdered?
I murdered 2 people who tortured a child for 7 years. You murdered 3 children who hadn't tortured anyone for any years. There is your difference.
How do you know they hadn't tortured anyone? I reckon the girl at least did dance.
What did you do to the third girl? I just need to know. Was she like in a story too? Which story was she like?
You're gonna be mad.
I'm not gonna be mad.
You're gonna be a bit mad.
Which story was she like?
She was like in the which one? She was which story? She was like in the little Jesus.
Why that one?
Don't know. It's a good story.
Where did you leave her?
Down in the wishing well with Mum and Dad.
A poor fucking thing.
I know it's terrible.
Well, I hope it was quick.
Oh, quickish. Don't cry like that. Don't cry, it'll be alright.
How will it be alright? How will it ever be alright?
I don't really know. You know, it's just something you say in these situations that will be alright. Of course it won't be alright. They're going to execute us and kill us and, you know, in like an hour and a half or whatever. You know what, that's almost the opposite of alright.
Why did it have to be little Jesus though?
Katurian, what's done is done. Done. Okay? You know what? And if I can't get my mind on my itchy arse, which is, you know, still itching like crazy, I'm gonna have a nap now. Because it might be the last one I get in a while.
You're going to sleep,
Yes.
but they're coming to torture and execute us any minute now.
Yeah. So it might be the last sleep I get for a while, or might be the last sleep I get ever. You know, I hope they have sleeping in heaven. You know, they better. Else I'm not going. Oh. Katurian,
What?
tell us a story.
I thought you didn't like my stories.
Oh no, tell us the little green pig. I like that one. I wasn't going to be dying.
I can't remember how it goes, the little green pig.
You know how it goes. You know, the first word goes once, the second word goes upon, Third one goes A. Oh, sugar, what's the fourth one go? Fourth one goes time. Fourth one goes time. Once upon a time.
You're a little smart ass, aren't you? Right. It's a little green pig. Right. Once upon a time, in a strange land, far away, there lived a little pig who was different from all the other pigs around.
It was green.
Are you telling the story or am I?
You, sorry.
He was different from all the other pigs around because he was bright green, almost like glow in the tunnel type green.
Yeah, no, like glow in the dark tunnel. Like you see the train,
yeah.
train tunnels.
Yeah. Now, are we interrupting or are we listening and sleeping?
We're listening and sleeping.
Good. Now the little green pig, he really liked being green. Not that he didn't like the colour of normal pigs. He thought pink was nice too. But what he liked was, he liked being a bit different, a little bit peculiar. The other pigs didn't like him being green though. They just bullied him and made his life misery.
Misery.
And all this complaining just aggravated the farmers.
What's aggravated? Sorry, Katurian.
It's alright. It just means it got on their nerves.
Okay, got on their nerves, right.
Right, it got on the nerves and it got on the nerves of the farmers and they thought, we better do something about this. So, as all the pigs were asleep one night, they crept out into open fields and snatched up the little green pig and brought him back to the barn. And as the green pig was squealing and all the other pigs were laughing at him, they opened up this very special pot of pink paint and they dunked him in until he was covered from head to foot. And as they were holding him down to dry, the little pig said, "Oh God, please don't let them make me like all the..." Once upon a time, there was a little boy upon whom his mother and father showered nothing but love, kindness, warmth, all that stuff. He had his own little room in a big house in the middle of a pretty forest. He wanted for nothing. All the toys in the world were his, all the paints, all the books, paper, pens. All the seeds of creativity were implanted in him from an early age, and it was writing that became his first love. Short stories, fairy tales, little novels, all happy, colourful things about bears and piglets and angels and so forth. And some of them were good. Some of them were very good. His parents' experiment had worked. The first part of his parents' experiment had worked. It was the night of his 7th birthday that the nightmares first started. The room next door to his own room had always been kept bolted and padlocked for reasons the boy was never quite sure of, but never questioned until the low whirling of drills, the scritchy scratchy of bolts being tightened, the dull fizz of unknown things electrical, the muffled screams of a small gagged child began to emanate throughout its thick brick walls on a nightly basis. What were all those noises last night, Dad?
He'd ask, after each long, desperate, sleepless night, to which his father would ever reply, "Oh, my little cat, that's just your overactive imagination playing tricks on you."
Oh, do all little boys my age hear such sounds of divination nightly?
No, only the extraordinarily talented ones.
Oh, cool!
And that was that. And the boy kept on writing, and his parents kept encouraging him with the utmost love.
But the sounds of the wails and screams kept going on, and his stories got darker and darker and darker. They got better and better due to all the love and encouragement, as is often the case. But they got darker and darker due to the constant sound of child torture, as is also often the case. It was on the day of his 14th birthday, a day he was waiting to hear the results of a story competition he was shortlisted for, that a note slipped out from under the door of the locked room. A note which read, "They have loved you and tortured me for 7 straight years, for no reason other than an artistic experiment. An artistic experiment which has worked. You don't write about little green pigs anymore, do you?" The note was signed, "Your brother." And the note was written in blood. He axed through the door to find his parents sitting there, smiling, alone. His father doing some drill noises. His mother doing muffled screams of a gagged child. They had a little pot of pig's blood between them, and his father told him to look at the other side of the blood-written note. The boy did, and found out he'd won the £50 first prize in the short story competition. They all laughed. The second part of his parent experiment was complete. They moved house soon after that, and though the nightmare sound has ended, his story stayed strange and twisted, but good, and he was able to thank his parents for the weirdness they'd put him through. And years later, on the day that his first book was published, he decided to revisit his childhood home for the first time since he'd left. He idled around his old bedroom, and all the toys and paints still littered around there. Then he went into the room besides it that still had the old dusty drills and padlocks and electrical cords lying around, and he smiled at the insanity of the very idea of it all, but he lost his smile when he came across the corpse of a 14-year-old child that has been left to rot in there, barely a bone which wasn't broken or burned, in whose hand there lay a story, scrawled in blood. And the boy read that story, a story that could only have been written under the most sickening of circumstances. And it was the sweetest, gentlest thing he'd ever come across. But what was even worse, it was better than anything he himself had ever written, or ever would. So he burned the story, and he covered his brother back up, and he never mentioned a word of what he had seen to anybody, not his parents, not his publishers, not to anyone. The final part of his parents' experiment was over. Katurian's story, the writer and the writer's brother, ended there in a fashionably downbeat mode, without touching upon the equally downbeat but somewhat more self-incriminating details of the truer story. That after he'd read the blood-written note and broken into the room next door, it was of course his brother he found in there, alive as such, but brain damaged beyond repair.
I hereby confess to my part in the murders of 6 people, 3 carried out by me alone, 3 carried out by myself and my brother, while acting out a number of gruesome and perverted short stories I had written. Brackets attached, close brackets. My most recent killings was that of my brother Macau. Yeah, thanks for that, Katurian. We never been able to pin that one on you. Held a pillow over his head, blah blah blah. Saved him from the horror and torture of execution at the hands of his. Stuff about how much he loves his brother. Yeah, you really showed it. My most recent killing to that was of a little mute girl about 3 days ago. I do not know her name. This girl was
what?
It's the end of the page.
Write quicker.
Write quicker. Write quicker. Or was it write more quickly?
It's quicker.
Write quicker. Write quicker.
You're doing your fucking exams.
Sorry.
Could have acted out a story called The Little Jesus. Which one's the Little Jesus? I didn't see that one.
The what?
It says here, they killed us, they acted out a story called The Little Jesus. Did you see that one?
Where did you bury her?
I've drawn a map. There's a wishing well about 200 yards behind our house in the Caminist forest. She's buried there with 2 other people, 2 adults.
What 2 other people?
I'm getting to that.
Where are you up to?
They go around in sandals wearing a little...
Ariel?
What?
If you're trying to find out how a little girl dies, don't you think it would be a good idea to skip to the end of the story? You know, skip to the end bit.
Oh, right.
Skip to the bit after that. You know, the bit the bit where she's got a fucking crown of thorns on her head, or the bit where she gets whipped with a cat o' nine tails, or the bit where they're paraded around a fucking room till her legs fucking buckle with a crucifix on her back. How about that bit?
Yep.
I'll send out a forensics team.
Fucking horrible. Why does it have to be people like you? And I held him down as my brother chopped off his toes, acting out a story called The Tale of the Town on the River, attached. And I held her down as he shoved razor blades down her throat, wrapped in apple, acting out a story called The Little Apple Man, attached. Do you not think we're going to burn every one of your stories the minute we kill you?
I've confessed to everything truthfully, just like I promised I would, and you're going to keep my stories safe with my case file and not release them until 50 years after my death, just like you promised you would.
How do you know we'll keep our word?
Because deep down I think you're honourable men.
Deep fucking down!
Could you beat me up after I'm done? I'm just up to the part about murdering my mother and father. Thank you.
You killed your mom and dad. This may seem like a ridiculous question, but why?
There's a story in there called The Bride and the Writer's Brother. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
Well, you see, I hate any writing that's even vaguely autobiographical. I think people only write about what they know, because they're too fucking stupid to make anything up. However, The Bride and the Writer's Brother is the only story of mine that isn't really fiction.
Oh, how old was he when they started?
He was 8, I was 7.
How long did it go on for?
7 years.
And you heard it all those years?
Well, I didn't know what it was until the end, but yeah, I've heard it.
And then you killed them?
I held a pillow over each one of their heads, and then I buried them behind a wishing well. I thought it was kind of apt. Anyways, it's the same place the mute girl's buried.
You know, your problem with childhood could be used as a pretty decent defence in court. Well, it could, if we weren't going to bypass all that court shit and shoot you in about an hour. I
don't want to bypass anything. I want you to go ahead and shoot me, but go ahead and keep my story safe.
Well, you can certainly half trust us.
I can trust you.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't know, there's just something about you. I don't know what it is.
Oh really? I'll tell you what there is to know about me. There is an overwhelming, all-pervading hatred. A hatred of people like you. Of people who lay even the littlest finger on children. I wake up with it. It rides on the bus with me to work. It whispers to me. They will not get away with it. I come in early. I make sure the bindings are in order and the electrodes are switched on so we won't waste time. And I admit, sometimes I use excessive force. And sometimes I use excessive force on an entirely innocent individual. But I'll tell you this, if an entirely innocent individual leaves this room for the outside world, they won't even contemplate raising their voice to a child again just in case I fucking hear them and drag them back in here for another load of excessive fucking force. Now, is this the kind of behaviour of the officer of the law in some way questionable morally? Of course it fucking is. But you know what? I don't fucking care. Because you know what? When I'm an old man, the little kids, they're going to follow me around and they're going to know my name and what I stood for. And they're going to come up to me and they're going to give me their sweets and dates. And I'm going to take those sweets and I'm going to be happy. Not happy because of the sweets. So I don't really like sweets. But happy because I know that if I hadn't been there, then not one of them would have been there. And I know that deep down in my heart, that I'm a good policeman. Not good in the sense that I can solve loads of stuff, because I can't. But good in the sense that I stand for something. I stand for something. I stand on the right side. I may not always be right, but I stand on the right side. The child's side. The opposite side to you. And so naturally, when I hear a child has been killed in a way such as this little Jesus thing, or I would have tortured you to death for writing a story like that, not of fucking acting it out. So you know what? Fuck what your mum and dad did to you and your brother. Fuck it. So I'm torture the fuck out of them. If I had them here, just like I'm going to torture the fuck out of you now too. Because two wrongs do not make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. So come over here so I can connect you to this fucking battery. Come on, I've already asked you once.
What's going on?
We will talk.
About what?
Nothing.
You were doing, I'm going to get sweets when I'm 70 speech again, wouldn't you?
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. That's the second time today.
I've already asked you politely.
Hurry up and talk to the prisoner. We've got to shoot him in half an hour.
Where's your father now, Ariel?
Do not say a word. Tupulski, do not say a word.
I'm not saying a word. I'm going to read through the confession, like I said.
Is he in prison?
And you shut your mouth also, pervert.
Or you'll do what? Or you'll torture and execute me? Shh. Is he in prison?
I'm trying to concentrate.
No, he's not in prison, no.
What did I actually just say?
They never arrested him.
Well, they couldn't arrest him.
Tupulski, it'd be very bad for all concerned to continue with this line of conversation.
Why couldn't they arrest him?
Because Ariel had already murdered him.
Shh. I'm just going to connect.
Well, I wouldn't say murdered, really.
Last electrode.
More, self-defense, I'd say.
Last electrode.
I call it murder just to tease him. I mean, fuck it, I'd murder my dad if he crawled into bed with me every day from the age of 8. Put a pillow over his head. I see you two boys have a lot in common.
I'm going to speak to the commander now. And I'm going to inform him of your behaviour throughout this investigation. It's been lacking focus and clarity from the start. From the start! Such as what was this whole peripheral vision thing? This whole peripheral vision at the bottom of your eyes thing.
Discontert and destabilise the prison, Ariel. It's all in the guidebooks. Now, could you please disconnect Mr. Katurian from your electrical claptrap? I'd like him to focus on the matter at hand. Thank you very much.
And I should have the commander replace me as number one on this investigation. Because this isn't the first time that number ones have been replaced before, is it? And the commander likes me, and he has said so, and you will be reprimanded. All of the conclusions of this case will be tied up by me. All of the loose ends of this case will be tied up by me. I will be the one to tie them up.
And how would you do that?
Well, as I was trying to do before you said all of those things, I was going to torture the prisoner with the aforesaid electricity, wasn't it?
Why?
Why? Because he got those fucking
See, what I would do is I'd approach Mr. Katurian and I'd ask him a number of questions pertaining to the murder of these children. I'd first ask him, Mr. Katurian, is it true that I do sort of like formal like that? Mr. Katurian, is it true that in acting out the story of the little Jesus, you placed a crown of thorns on the child's head?
Yes.
And then, was this before or after you then whipped the child with a cat o' nine tails?
After?
We know all of this.
Then, is it true that you put a crucifix on the girl's back and paraded her around her room till her legs fucking buckled?
Yes, we did that.
And then, is it true, to top it all off, you stuck a spear in her pretty little side?
Yes, we did that. I'm ashamed.
And did you bury this girl? Now, in the story, it is said that the girl was dead when she was buried. Was the girl dead or alive when you buried her?
What?
Was the girl that you buried dead or alive when you buried her?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. How can you not know?
I don't know. It was hard to tell. She didn't look like she was breathing. I mean, she has to be dead by now, hasn't she?
Oh, she has to be. Has she got to be? I don't know. I've never fucking crucified a kid before, have I? Ariel, on your way out to the commandant, can you please tell him they might be digging up a live for you, girl? Thanks, babe. How can you not fucking know?
I don't know.
See, it occurred to me when I was speaking to those forensics boys, right? See, Ariel's a policeman. Oh, I did it. Bzzz, dead. That's alright for him. I'm a detective, see. Well, he's a policeman. Police dogs can police. He polices. Police dogs can police, right. I'm a detective. I sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes, like to detect.
I'm sure she's dead.
Not sure enough, though. Why still kneeling down?
I don't know.
It just looks stupid.
Yes.
If it's any consolation, I suppose, for me shooting you in a minute, I did like some of your stories.
Which one?
There was something about the Pillow Man that was sweet to me. It was almost like it was saving a child's life, and that it wasn't truly alone in dying, and the child was, you know, it wasn't just a stupid waste.
Did you lose a child?
Unlike old Ariel, I don't go into any of that business with the condemned. So. I lost my son away back. He went fishing on his own. It was silly, really.
What happens from here on in?
Well, we get word back about the mute girl. We put this hood on you. Then we take we take you next door first. Then we put the hood on you. If we put the hood on you first, you might bump into something on the way there and hurt yourself.
Right. Do you like do it out of the blue? Like just out of the blue, or do you like give me a minute to say a prayer or something?
First, I sing a song about a pony, and then Ariel pulls out his hedgehog, you know, his execution hedgehog. And depending on the size of the hedgehog, you have got 13 or 27 seconds left to live. If I'm going to do it out of the blue, I'm not going to fucking tell you, am I? Jesus Christ. For a writer stroke fucking genius psycho killer, you're not that smart, are you? I'll give you 10 seconds, say. So, keep the Latin chants to a minimum. Please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I just want to think up a few thoughts for my brother.
Oh, for your brother. Not for the children you murdered, no, but for your brother.
That's right. Not for the children that I murdered, but for my brother.
Ariel. Ariel, what happened? She alive?
What is the
Ariel!
What the hell is that?
Ariel! What? Is she alive?
Yes.
They found her.
Yes, they found her.
She's alive!
Yes, she's still alive. They found her down there by the wishing well in a little Wendy house.
Sick.
She had 3 little piglets. They had plenty of food and water. They all seemed quite happy about it all, really. Is that right, Maria? She says yes. That's all right. Can she keep the piglets? I said I'll ask you if she can keep the piglets.
She can keep the piglets.
All right. Let's get you cleaned up, Maria. Yeah, come on. Back to Mummy and Daddy now. They've been very worried about you. Yeah, go on. Just stand over there for me. So they found a big pot of green paint. You know that kind of glow-in-the-dark paint you find in railway tunnels, so plenty of prints if we need them. And they also found the skeleton of the two parents exactly where he said they'd be, by the wishing well. So, he confesses to the murder of two people we knew nothing about, and he confesses to a murder of a girl who wasn't actually murdered.
Why?
Why? You're asking me why?
Yes, I'm fucking asking you why.
Oh, Tupulski, you're the one. What do you fucking
It was
figure out?
clearly painted green in order to act out the story of the little green pig.
men. You must have got that from the green paint and the piglets. Genius, Tupulski. The question is, why?
I'm reading through the story, I'm looking for clues.
We could just ask.
I'm reading through the story, I said.
Can you fill us in on why the little mute girl is still alive?
No, I can't. I can't, but I'm glad she is. I'm really glad she is.
Oh, I believe you're glad she is. I believe you're gladder than he fucking is. I'm going to ask you a question now, based on the little hunch I've just got. So I'm getting hunches now, apparently. I think Mr. Tupulski's detective fucking prowess is rubbing off on me. The little Jew boy whose toes you chopped off, what colour was his hair?
What?
What colour was his hair?
Browny black. It was a browny black sort of colour.
It was a browny black sort of colour. Pretty good, considering it was a little Jewish boy. It was a browny black sort of colour. Pretty good. It's a shame his mum was fucking Irish, and his brother represented a red fucking setter. Do you want a question about the girl on the heath?
No.
No. You didn't kill any of those children, did you?
No.
You never even saw any of those children, did you?
No.
Did you tell your brother to kill them?
I never knew about any of this until today.
Did you tell your brother to kill your parents also?
I killed my parents.
I believe you did. But in light of extenuating circumstances, I doubt it very highly that you'd be executed for it. Therefore, I'd be very careful before admitting to the killing of your parents.
I killed my parents. I killed my parents.
I believe you did. You didn't kill any of those children, did you? Your witness, Tupulski.
Very good work, Ariel.
Thank you, Tupulski.
And for the record, I was happy that the kid was alive. I just didn't want my true emotions to show through at work. Now, I have my own personal selfishness and interest. Why did you admit to killing the kids if you didn't?
Well, you'd have me for killing my brother. And the second you found the third girl, you would have me for killing my parents. So I thought, if I tied myself into all of this, just like you wanted me to, I could at least be able to save my stories. At least I'd have that. At least I'd have that.
Well, that's a shame then.
That's a shame.
Well, based on what you've just told me, and the girls being alive, you have not killed them, and the green fucking paint that's been trapped all over my hallway, your confession was not entirely truthful, was it? Therefore, your story is fucking burned.
You're not being serious.
Can you put the hood on, please? I'm going to try and get 5 stars.
Ariel, please.
Ariel, is it true that as honourable men, we promised to keep Mr. Katurian safe if a truthful confession was made?
Yes, it's true.
And is it true that he admitted to killing a little girl that he did not kill?
Yes.
And did he also admit to killing a girl with razor blades that he also didn't kill? And did he admit to killing a little green pig girl, a little annoying green pig girl, trapped in fucking paint everywhere, that isn't even fucking dead?
He did confess.
So, are we then not fully within our rights to burn all of Mr. Katurian's work?
Ariel.
You're within our rights.
Ariel, please.
Ariel?
Look, I know you didn't kill any of those children. I know you didn't want to kill your brother. And I know you killed your parents for all the right reasons. And I'm sorry for you. And I've never said that to anyone in custody in my life before. If I'm being honest, I never liked your stories in the first fucking place, you know? You better put the hood on.
Wait, aren't you supposed to take me next door? Then I put the hood on.
Oh, no, I was just mucking around about that. Just go somewhere over there so you don't splash us.
Oh, do I still get the 10 seconds from when the hood goes on, or were you mucking around about that?
Yeah, we'll give you the 10 seconds.
Yeah, we'll give you the 10 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Alright. I was a good writer. It's all I ever wanted to be. And I was. And I was.
Was being the operative word.
Yes, was being the operative word.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
What'd you do that for?
What?
You said to give him 10 seconds. That wasn't very nice.
Ariel, what exactly is nice about shooting someone on their hands and knees with a bag on their head?
Yeah, even
Right,
so.
I've had enough of you today. We've cleared up this case, whatever way we look at it, haven't we?
Yeah, even so.
Haven't we?
Yeah,
That's all the more sweet for you when you're 70, isn't it? Right, listen. Get this paperwork finished. Get that shit cleaned up. I've got to talk to this little green pig girl about keeping the piglets. Good night.
In the 7 3/4 seconds Katurian was given before he died, Katurian tried to think up a final story in lieu of a prayer for his brother. What he came up with was more of like a footnote to a story, and the footnote was this. A happy, healthy little child named Mikhail Katurian, on the eve of the night that his parents would start torturing him for 7 consecutive years, was visited by a man made up of pink fluffy pillows and a big smiley mouth. And the pillow man sat with him and talked to him a while and told him all about the horrific life he was to lead and where it was to end for him, with his only beloved brother smothering his life out on a cold prison floor. So the man suggested that wouldn't it be better if he did away with himself there and there, so it avoided all the horror. And Mikhail thought about it a while and said,
But if I do go away with myself now, my brother will never hear me getting tortured, will he?
"No," said the pillow man.
So if my brother never gets to hear me getting tortured, he'll never write his stories, will he?
"That's right," said the pillow man. And Mikhail thought about it a while and then said,
I think it's probably best we keep things the way they are with me being tortured and everything, because I think I'm going to really like my brother's stories.
the story was going to finish in a fashionably downbeat mode, with Mikhail going through all the torment, with Katurian writing all those stories, just to have them burned from the world by a bulldog of a policeman. The story was going to finish that way, but was, of course, cut short by a bullet blowing his brains out 2 seconds too soon. But maybe it was best that the story didn't quite finish that way, because it would have been quite accurate. Because for the reasons only known to the bulldog of a policeman, he chose not to put the stories in the burning trash, and instead placed them carefully with the Katurian's case file, which he then sealed away to remain unopened for 50 odd years. A fact which would have ruined the writer's fashionably downbeat ending, but was somehow more in the keeping of the spirit of the thing.